Speed, stick, stick, I score the hit. Backhand, stick, stick, score the hit. Each time with the offense one. Number 3, stick, stick, score the hit. 4, stick, stick, score the hit. 5, stick, stick, score the hit. Number 6, score the hit. Number 7. So, stick, stick, and we'll go slow here so you can see the motion. Clearing it here, I know where that hand is going. So I'll pick it up before it even gets there. Okay? And then at speed, stick, stick. He barely has time to lock on. Okay? Backhand side. Stick, stick. So he reaches out to get that left hand lock. I clear it. He gets his stick up. And now when I switch over and I do the offense quadrant number 1, I'll keep your left hand right here so you can see it on film. When I switch over here to implement this offense quadrant 1, I actually am scoring a trap. And you'll see that in more detail in lesson Z. Okay? So one more time at speed. There it is right there. He withdrew the left hand, that's fine. And then on this side here. Now the next one has another step to this. It goes stick, hand, stick, hand. Stick, hand, stick. So he withdrew his left hand before because he's anticipating this next strike. Okay? But as that left hand comes out and comes into play, when I clear it on this side, there's my trap again. Okay, so one more time. Stick, hand, stick, hand. See the trap? Backhand side. Stick, hand, stick, hand. Implementing a pull. Hey guys, Guro Jerome Teague here with Applied Eskrima. Here to talk to you guys a little bit today about our system and show you how we can adapt and modify our movements to accommodate for a variety of different weapons. First, I'd like to give you guys a little bit of background on our system. Our system is a system of Balintwak. There's lots of different systems out there that carry the Balintwak name, and what we all have in common is the preference for close quarters tactics, as well as the fundamental training methodology based on the idea of defend and counter strike. It's always a back and forth, 1-for-1 between the practitioners who are training. In my opinion, I believe that is a superior way to practice as opposed to some other arts out there that train defense and expect to follow up with a flurry of counterattacks, which completely ignores the possibility for an opponent's counter. Just kind of give you an example of what I mean. There's lots of systems out there that will have defensive tactics to where the opponent will strike, they defend, and they will begin to strike back with a flurry of counter strikes. That would be a middle range application of what I'm talking about. Long range application of what I'm talking about, a strike could come in, they would fall back, strike this, and then just begin the flurry of counter blows. Okay? But what that fails to account for, as I said, is this guy's desire to hit back. So he may strike me, I may get this first defense, and in the process of me going for this strike, he may make a defense. Now from here, we're in a scenario that if that is where your training stops, expecting that you're going to get that first hit, you're going to freeze. And you're going to have a hard time dealing with what's coming next. Balintwak, our primary teaching method, begins like this. Drilling with my student, I give him a strike, he counters, here. In the beginning, we allow them to score the hit so they can practice and develop their ability and their structure for blocking, clearing my weapon, and working control with their strikes. Adding footwork. work to the equation. He's merely just trying to maintain proper distance. Once I feel comfortable with his control and his ability to read and defend these strikes, I could change the rhythm a little bit by adding a defense of my own. And as we drill this way, you can see that naturally the speed and the intensity will pick up. His only job here is to defend and fire back his counter strike. I can defend with my left hand, I can defend with my stick, it does not matter. He just has to follow and get his counter strike. So that is a simple defend and counter. So once our student has satisfactorily developed their ability to block, counter, strike, they have good control and their reflexes are good, we can take that same format and increase the difficulty by incorporating different techniques and different attacks into the scenario. And that'll look a little something like this. Here, blocking, I can allow him to clear the stick. Block, he can clear my hand. And I would just continue, same. And I can just keep allowing him to clear these obstructions. Thrusts, obstruction. I can do some parrying motions, and blocking, low thrusting, Amico strikes, more parries, foot trapping, pretty much any series of attacks, and any way I want to pressure my student, I can put into this patterning. Maybe a parry on this side, and it's just his job to follow along with the attacks as I'm giving.